the enemy gold laner away from the minions, and it's gonna be so crazy. And this is potentially the last game of the day. Team Philippines match point. If they win this one, they will be the gold medalists. Team Indonesia, they're gonna try very hard to push this to game 5.
Yep, this is gonna be a very, very difficult situation to be in as well. But Xavier, like I said, well, has made statements here at the SEA Games. And game number 4 is on its way. Will Team Indonesia will be able to bounce back or not? As you can see, there's going to be a little bit of fight as well as CW going to be a little bit trouble as he goes in for a little bit of harassment coming in. Win going to be going for a little bit of harassment. However, there is going to be a little bit of a issue apparently. We are going to be the Diggy as well, which is each time you get a kill, that is going to be building some stacks, or each time you hit a alarm bot onto the enemy, as long as you do not die, you are going to build up stacks for the damage output. So it's a super underrated skill coming from the Diggy, but as long as you do not die, eventually the Diggy is going to get a lot of damage output. But as of yet, looks like we are going to be going for a little bit of a pause as of yet, as we are going to be going through what is going to be happening. But seems like we are going to be jumping straight to the first turtle fight, and that's going to be turtle secured from the side of Team Philippines as they continue to back out. Now, the Tortoise Baton has been expanded from Albert. Can he back off? Yes, he will. However, on the other side of the lane, CW winning his 1v1 matchup against Gonzalez. That is going to put the 1-1 in a very, very comfortable position.
That is why the 1-1 is so strong in the laning phase, because once she hits level 4 and then is able to get all the weakness tags, it's like, yes, my HP is low, but hello, I'm gonna jump in the air, I'm in an iframe, you can attack me, and then that's a free kill for him. So right now, Team Philippines, they have advantages across the map except for the gold lane. However, I feel like, look at this. Gonzalez with the damage onto Vin. This is what I'm talking about. Yes, Vin has a lot of utility, but he can die very fast, so it's good and bad.
Yep, and at the same time right now, Soto's going to get dived on the bottom side. He's going to try and make a retreat. He does have the pure sprint, so he's going to be A-okay. So fortunately for him, there's not going to be losing out too much in that regard. But I definitely agree. You can see the hesitations coming from Team Indonesia as well. They want to set up what the Sanguine calls caught up with the time reversal to allow CW to win his game. And you can see Villaluna is a little bit afraid to do so. And as of yet, Team Indonesia, they cannot afford to lose both CW's life and win if they want to abuse the alarm bomb stacks coming in. But looks like they are going to be calling in the cavalry as Team Philippines is going to be forcing a fight with the Tortoise Baton. And it seems like they're not going to be overcommitting as well, as Team Philippines will back off. Gonzalez will look to chip towards the gold plating, where CW is going to try and farm as safely as can. But looks like he is going to be forced to back off and concede the lane itself just because Team Philippines is going to be around to pressure him off.
That's not fair. Look at what Gonzalez is doing. CW can't do anything against that. He's pushing the turret even though there's no minions. And the moment the minion comes, the Mirror Passion cleans it up. So right now, Team Philippines as well as Team Indonesia, it's almost a repeat of the first game. Prioritizing the gold lane. But now, looking at this advantage, Gonzalez, he is already rotating. And this is what you get when you have lane priority. So this turtle is potentially going to have a very big fight.
Agreed, but seems like Team Indonesia is going to buy a little bit more time. Look at how R7 is positioning the turtle just to buy time in for the team, especially when 1-1 needs to actually farm up a little bit more lanes if he decides to join the fight. Team Philippines not going to be able to contest that, so they are going to focus on clearing their lanes before actually contest this. But this time, the turtle is going to be in their control, and there's a little bit of a stalemate for now. R7 going for the flank, trying to go for a fight. Heavy Spin is still kept yet. Here comes the time journey, tries to kill the turtle, but it is going to be Team Philippines that gets it. But the rest of Team Indonesia is going to get caught up by the Numenor Blast, and R7 won't get chunked away, and the Science needs to run for his life, and he is going to be A-okay as Team Philippines comes up on top.
Team Philippines, look at that. Look at the control. They have a lot of crowd control there, and they actually managed to play it around the Diggy. Again, the Diggy can cancel a lot of these engagements, but the positioning from Villaluna being away from the Diggy, positioning himself, being able to have that big Numenor Blast. Team Indonesia, they still have to be careful. They have answers, but the questions are still difficult for them to deal with every single time.
Yep, as long as CW is going to be alive, they are going to be good, because as of yet, Team Indonesia, they are just gotta play it safe. And I like how greedy Team Indonesia is trying to do in trying to get objectives without trading lives, just because of of the stacks they want to build up on towards a win. But it seems like there's going to be an attempt coming from Albert as well. The choice for Sons is being used, and Team Philippines is going to be ignoring the fight. While that's actually happening as well, Team Philippines, they will try and cut the wave. The Soto is going to try to outmatch the XP lane against the Esmeralda.
Right now, let's look at the goal difference. But before that, we have to see Sans getting pushed out, and he will try to survive. But unfortunately, the kill is still going to go over. It could have been a little bit more cleaner, but a kill is a kill. And right now, Team Philippines, they're going to push for more advantage. Look at the damage going on to Vin. Vin has to recall this is a bad situation for Team Indonesia. We can see how Gonzalez managed to get a lot of goal onto himself. His damage is going to get out of control using all the advantages, and CW having to rotate to the bottom lane to try to get some extra farm, while Villaluna is trying to run away from R7 being oppressive as well. Imam is there trying to help out, and
oh wow,
you know what? That is worth a pause. If they want to pause now, I would accept it. You know?
Yep, I definitely agree. And while that's actually happening as well, it seems like Imam,
he's just like, he shuts his brain off, focusing entirely on mechanics, gets the crossbow of tank, and then just pop off, because 1-1 has that quality. 1-1 has the opportunity to potentially 1v5 if the situation calls for it.
Agreed, and I definitely 100% agree on that as well, because Team Philippines right now, they are going to be taking the lead, knowing that there's nothing much Team Indonesia is going to be doing right now. They're just playing as defensive as possible. Team Philippines is going to get a little bit of lead in terms of economy. Demon Hunter Sword up on CW, hoping to get a little bit more mobility later on, but it's going to take a little bit more time to gather his items. But seems like Team Indonesia, they are going to go for a lane swap between CW as well as Esmeralda. Likewise, coming from Philippines to mirror the matchup, to sync up for the Lord down bottom. Seems like this next Lord fight, they want CW to be joining very soon to farm some kills. However, here comes the harassment coming from Team Philippines. The snipe doesn't finish off win, so that is going to be win. Holding gonna manage which team lost because of one issue.
I actually don't know, but
yeah, exactly. That's why I just put it in there. You know, the person died and then suddenly come back and then lost the entire series. You know what I'm talking about.
Anyways, right now, now I know. Anyways, now Team Philippines again is pushing on at mid. Yes, I finally got it. I feel like some fans got it as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially for the people watching this, they know what I'm talking about. Especially either Team Indonesia or Team Philippines. I'm just gonna stop in real life.
Yeah, you're just gonna stop, and we're all gonna smile in silence. Now, Team Philippines, they're still pushing, and they're looking forward to take the bottom turret, and they managed to do so. Right now, it's going up to the 9-minute mark. The Lord will be spotting, and for side of Team Philippines and Team Indonesia, they really should be focusing on getting more turrets, especially in the mid side, making it easier for this Lord take. And I feel like this is a situation where Philippines can force it, but I don't think it's necessary, because this is just a normal Lord, not a Luminous Lord. So the only value that it really provides is just, you know, strengthening the minions, some gold, some EXP, but not something you should trade your life for.
For the past 9 minutes of in-game time, I have no idea what actually happened. All I saw was like, water kills as well. And then out of nowhere, there's only 3 kills that happened. And out of nowhere, Team Philippines has gotten a 4K lead against Team Indonesia. And now, here comes a heavy spin. They finally catch on CW. CFW just used him as a second skill, but he's going to be A-OK. And they are going to be able to trade a couple kills here. And that is just Villaluna completely flushed off, as Indonesia was able to survive that with only a fraction of HP. That was a very risky play, but still Team Indonesia was able to bounce back because of that.
I gotta say, I feel like even CW was panicking a little bit there, because even though he managed to use his second skill, but because the heavy spin just keeps on spinning, still is being locked down. But over here we can see R7 is in a bad position, and the kill is going over to Team Philippines right now. 3 kills over to 2, and look at Gonzalez. Gonzalez dishing out the damage, managing to get 2, managing to get 3, a triple kill. Is this gonna be a maniac? And no, the kill is going over to Imam, and that is a clean wipeout. Team Philippines, all 5 members are alive, and the minions are there. Are they gonna end it now? Because Team Indonesia is gonna take at least 6 seconds for them to respawn.
Well, just like that, they close out the game. It seems like they are going to be the champions of the 31st SEA Games in this video, going for the crystal as well. And it is gonna happen. That's gonna be the quickest finish I've ever seen.
The riding on the pavement.
The Kings are back, and they are ready to hold their